Oh man, Pop-Up got this heavy duty for you, man. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Man, I got found this on eBay. I'll read The Nightmare Before Christmas to y'all. Tim Burton, The Nightmare Before Christmas. It was late one fall in Halloween land, and the air had quite a chill. Against the moon, a skeleton sat, alone upon a hill. He was tall and thin with a bat bow tie. Jack Skellington was his name. He was tired and bored in Halloween land. Everything was always the same. See there, he's up on the hill there. Man, he's all bored. I'm sick of the scaring, the terror, the fright. I'm tired of being something that goes bump in the night. I'm bored with learning my horrible glances, and my feet hurt from dancing those skeleton dances. I don't like graveyards. I need something new. There must be more to life than just yelling boo. See that all he could do is yell boo. He wanted to change all that. Then out from the grave with a curl and a twist came a whimpering whining, a spherical mist. It was a little ghost dog with a faint little bark and a jack-o'-lantern noise that glowed in the dark. It was Jack's dog Zero, the best friend he had, but Jack hardly noticed, which made Zero sad. See that little dog? He's just sad because Jack wasn't even noticing him anymore. All that night and through the next day, Jack wandered and walked. He filled with dismay. He was sad. See, he was sad, just walking around. Then, deep in the forest, just before night, Jack came upon an amazing sight. Not 20 feet from the spot where he stood were the massive doorways carved in wood. He stood before them, completely in awe, his gaze transfixed by one special door. Entrance and exit with a slight sense of worry. Jack opened the door to a white, windy furry. Oh man, see that? He opened the door. There's got Christmas trees and everything. Well, man, they got all kind of stuff going on over there. Jack didn't know it, but he had fallen down in the middle of a place called Christmas Town. Immersed in the light, Jack was no longer haunted. He had finally found the feeling he wanted. And so did his friends, he wouldn't think him a liar. He took the present filled stockings that hung by the fire. He took candy and toys that were stacked on the shelves and a picture of Santa with all of his elves. He took lights and ornaments and a star from the tree. And from the Christmas Town sign, he took the big letter C. He's taking everything there. He's almost like the Grinch, taking stuff from Whoville. He picked up everything that sparkled or glowed. He even picked up a handful of snow. He grabbed it all without being seen. He took it all back to Halloween. Back in Halloween, a group of Jack's peers stared in amazement at the Christmas souvenirs. For this wondrous vision, none were prepared. Most were excited, though few were quite scared. See that the Halloween people, they didn't know about Christmas. And Jack brought all that stuff back. For the next few days, while it lightened and thundered, Jack sat alone, obsessively wondered. Why is it they spread laughter and cheer? Why we stalk the graveyard, spreading panic and fear? Well, I could be Santa. I could spread cheer. Why does he get to do it year after year? Outraged by injustice, Jack thought he said, I got an idea. Yes, why not? So he's gonna try to be like Santa Claus. In the Christmas Town, Santa was making some toys. When he thought the dim he heard was a soft noise, he answered the door, and to his surprise, he saw weird little creatures in strange disguise. They were altogether ugly and rather petite. As he opened their sacks and yelled trick or treat, then a confused Santa was shoved into a sack and taken on Halloween to see Mastermind Jack. See that they've taken Santa and they've taken him back to Christmas Town. Santa didn't want to go, but they kidnapped him. It's Halloween for everyone gathered once more, for they'll never see Santa before. And then, cautiously gazed in this strange old man, Jack related to Santa his masterful plan. My dear Mr. Claus, I think it's a crime that you get to be Santa all the time. But now I will give presents and I will spread cheer. We're changing places. I'm Santa this year. It is who I say Merry Christmas to you. So you may lie in my coffin, creak doors and yell boo. And please, Mr. Claus, don't think ill of my plan, for I'll do my best Santa job that I can. And though Jack and his friends thought they'd do a good job, their idea of Christmas was still quite macabre. See, they didn't understand about Christmas yet with Santa and all that. Then they were packed up and ready on Christmas Eve day, when Jack hitched his reindeer to the sleek coffin sleigh. But on Christmas Eve, they were about to begin. A Halloween fog slowly rolled in. Jack said, we can't leave. This fog's just too thick. There will be no Christmas, and I can't be St. Nick. Then a small glowing light pierced through the fog. What could it be? It was Zero, Jack's dog. Jack said, Zero, with your nose so bright, won't you guide me my sleigh tonight? And to be needed to Zero's dream, so he joyfully flew with his head of the team. And as the skeletal sleigh started this ghostly flight, Jack castled Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was peaceful, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care. When opened that morning would cause such a scare. The children, all nestled so snug in their beds, would have nightmares of monsters and skeleton heads. The moon that hung over the new fallen snow cast an eerie pall over the city below, and Santa Claus' laughter now sounded like groans, and the jingling bells chattered like chattering bones. And what to their wondering eyes should appear but a coffin sleigh and skeleton deer? And the skeletal driver, so ugly and sick, they knew in a moment that can't be St. Nick. From our house to your house, a true sense of joy, Jack happily issued each present a toy. From rooftop to rooftop, he jumped and he skipped, leaving presents that seemed to be straight from the crypt. Unaware that there would be some panic and fear, Jack merrily spread his own brand of cheer. He was trying to give Halloween stuff out for Christmas, but it wasn't Christmas. That kids didn't understand that. So he visited the house of Susie and Dave. They got a Gumby and Pokey from the grave. Then on the home, the little Janie Newman. She got a baby doll possessed by a demon. A monstrous train with a tentacle track. A ghoulish puppet wielding an axe. A man-eating plant disguised as a wreath. And a vampire teddy bear with sharp little teeth. Oh man, look at all these gifts. Then there were screams of terror, but Jack didn't hear it. He was way too much involved with his own Christmas spirit. Jack finally looked down from his dark, scary flight and saw the commotion, the noise, and the lights. Why, they're celebrating. It looks like such fun. They're thanking me for the good job I've done. But what he thought was the fireworks met his goodwill were bullets and missiles intended to kill. Then amidst the barrage of artillery fire, Jack urged Zero to go higher and higher. And away they all flew like a storm of a thistle until they were hit by a well-guided missile. And as they fell on the cemetery way out of sight, was heard Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Jack pulled himself up on the large stone cross, and from there he revealed his incredible loss. I thought I could be Santa. I had such belief. Jack was confronted and filled with such grief. Not knowing where to turn, he looked towards the sky. Then he slumped in his grave and started to cry. And Zero and Jack lay crumbled on the ground. They suddenly heard a familiar sound. My dear Jack, said Santa, I applaud your intent. I know wreaking such havoc was not what you meant. And so you are sad and feeling quite blue, but taking over Christmas was the wrong thing to do. I hope you realize Halloween's the right place for you. There's a lot more, Jack, that I'd like to say, but now I must hurry, for it's almost Christmas Day. Then he bumped on his sleigh and with a wink of his eye said, Merry Christmas, and he bid them all a goodbye. See, he's going to save the day. That's what Santa's going to do. But back home, Jack was sad, but then, like a dream, Santa brought Christmas to the land of Halloween. See there, you go. That the Nightmare Before Christmas. There, that's that story. I know y'all gonna like that. Love y'all. Mwah.